Hello everyone, welcome back to the next episode of In Conversation With. My name is Clow, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Lewis Gate, who is currently an ex-player of the futsal team. Hello Lewis, thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me. Really,
It's great to have you here. So for everyone at home, what did you study? Because I've heard that you've just graduated.
so I did 3 years at USW studying performance and media, which is a pretty fun course. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so we're just going to get straight into the questions now. So obviously, alongside your studies, you played for the USW Futsal team. So tell me your experience about that. How did you get into it?
It was first year I got into it. I missed the football trials, and so I heard those futsal trials, and I'd wanted to try futsal since I was in high school. So I thought I'd go along because two of my mates were going. Went to the trials and managed to get in, and then it's been going ever since. Learning the craft of futsal, playing the game. It's been so much fun playing with all the lads over the last 3 years. It's just a good time generally, and I'm so glad I did it.
You mentioned just football there. Is football a sport you're really into? Like, did you play it before joining the futsal team?
Yeah, I played for my local side back home since I was about 8, and always played football until I had a back injury when I was in like year 11, and then didn't play it for a while after year 11. But then at uni I wanted to get back into it. And I'm a massive football fan. I watch football all the time. So glad the Premier League is actually finally back. Football is just a big part of my life. So I was always going to do something to do with football at uni.
Who do you actually support?
I support Liverpool. I know, one of those.
You play futsal and you've played football before. What's the difference between that? What would you say is different between them? Do you need to be certainly skilled to play futsal, or can you be any ability?
I'd say when you start you can be any ability, but once you start progressing and training, you'll see a lot of the differences come out in futsal compared to football. I think the main one is just how tactically it's a lot more different. Futsal is a lot of tactics, a lot of routines you have to do, passing drills to make sure that when you're on the pitch you're the most effective, whereas in football it's kind of a bit more free flow. And also the timing in futsal, when you get the ball you have less than a second before a player's on you, whereas in football you may have 1 or 2 seconds. So as long as you can think fast, the transition from football to futsal is not too difficult.
So would you recommend it to any upcoming students who may want to get into futsal?
Definitely recommend joining futsal, especially if you want to get better at football. In Brazil they actually start off playing futsal just because it teaches you a lot faster close control and how to cope on the ball with little time. And I've got to say my football skills have improved massively since doing futsal, in a lot quicker of a time than I would probably have just been playing football.
So what's the best game you've been involved in?
There's been a lot of good games. A lot of the FAW games were really good fun to play in, obviously playing at the top level there. I think my favourite one is the best game I ever played in was when I was playing for the seconds last season. I played for for the first and seconds last year, but I was in the seconds game. Me and my friend Rob, we were like the joint captains of the game, and we were playing a cup match against a team who were in a higher league. And I think it was a good game because it was the first time I'd seen that seconds team click for the first time. It looked like they were finally understanding what it was to be a futsal team. It was a good game to play in, and it was probably the best I'd ever played, and the only time I think I've ever scored more than 1 goal in a futsal match. So it's good fun.
So obviously you won't be joining up with the team next season. Have you got any wishes for them next season?
I wish the team the best of luck for next year. The players who are going to be there from last season, they're all great lads, great footballers, and I hope they get some good new recruits so the team can stay competitive. I just hope they have a good season and they join the FAW and stay competitive, and the new players get that sense of enjoyment I had over the 3 years I was there.
Anyway, I think we're going to move on to some more light-hearted questions. You ready
Okay.
for that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I've been told that you have your own YouTube channel. Is that correct? And if so, what content do you make?
So I have a YouTube channel called Gated Theories, which I run with my brother, and we make film and TV videos, or sort of related videos, so like film and TV theories, film and TV then and now's, like top 10 stuff. Yeah, it's really good fun to do, and we make weekly content.
Is that another passion of yours?
Yeah, that's a big passion of mine. I've always done I've always attempted to do YouTube. I've always liked making videos, and then this channel's the first one that's really stuck, and it's getting to the level where it's becoming less of a hobby and more of a job, really, which is always good.
If anyone wants to subscribe to Lewis's channel, I'll put a screenshot up right now, and yeah, check it out. I'm sure it's great.
Cheers, that'd be amazing.
I've also heard that in the first year you developed a good friendship with someone called Rob Pritchard. Is that right?
Yeah, me and Rob, yeah, we're like best mates. It's unbelievable. What a guy.
Many of your teammates thought you two were related. Is that right?
Yeah, it got to the point where they would get us confused so often that now if someone says Rob while I'm playing futsal, I will turn around just in case they're talking to me. But yeah. But it's because I think they got confused because me and Rob both, while in uni, lived in Cardiff rather than in Treforest, and so we'd always be seen together when we were playing futsal. We'd always come on the same trains. But yeah, he's one of my best mates, and I lived with him for 2 years at uni. So he's a great guy and a good futsal player. Who
would you say, if after a game, if you did go into the shower, who would you think took the longest?
I'd have to say it would be Ryan Quinn. He cares a lot about what he looks like. He likes to be presentable.
Who would you say has the worst taste in music?
Well, that is a difficult one, but I'd probably say Lou John, mainly because I just never heard of any of the songs he played. He brings a speaker and I didn't have a clue what he was playing, so I'd have to say him.
Which player would you avoid sitting next to the bus if you were on tour or something?
I would say Archie, just for the fact he is eating the entire time and I just get really hungry sat next to him. He literally would bring a loaf of bread, plate, ham, butter on the bus, and would be making sandwiches 24/7. So if you didn't want crumbs on you or you didn't want to feel hungry, it's best not to sit next to Archie.
Who do you think has the worst dress sense?
I think all the lads on the futsal team have a pretty good dress sense, so I'd probably say myself for that one.
Who would first fall asleep on the bus to a game?
Bill, 100%. Just puts his earphones in, he's fast asleep.
Finally, who would be the one person you wouldn't want to share a room with if you were on tour?
Again, I'd probably say Bill, just because if Bill's in a good mood, you get the best out of him in futsal and he can be a game changer. And so I wouldn't want to be the reason why he's not in a good mood. So that would be the reason I wouldn't want to share a room with him.
Anyway, I think that wraps up today. I've had great fun. Thank you, Lewis, for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. So everyone, thank you for watching. This was the next episode of In Conversation With. I will see you very soon for another interview with one of the players. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.